Klink here, the online entrepreneur behind Your Online Genius. And I wanted to pop in here today and talk about something I've been thinking about. And about how a lot of people are doing a lot of fake engagement, things that are, not authentic, not true to who they are, and calling it engagement. And I think that's a horrible idea. This week's episode of the Online Genius podcast, which is live tomorrow, it's episode 99, is all about how fake engagement is bad. And we shouldn't be doing fake engagement. We shouldn't be using it. We shouldn't be using bots. I mean, now, Instagram is cracking down on that, so you can't do that as much. We shouldn't be doing the follow and unfollow game of trying to get followers. And also, I talk about how these things aren't necessarily bad, but things that some people call call engagement, to me, are not engagement. So for example, people talk about sending gifts to people as engagement or something like that. Now, I have no problem with getting a gift from somebody, but if I get the same gift that everybody else gets, that's not engagement. I mean, let's not pretend it's engagement. And so as I was thinking about this week, I kind of recognized, or this weekend, I should say, that part of what is driving the fake engagement, I think from my perspective, the reason why people do it is because they haven't yet found their people. And what I mean by that is I look back at my history, and I used to do all of that stuff when I was struggling to figure out who my people were. And by my people, I mean, the people that I want to be my peers, the people I want to be my fans, the people I want to be my customers, the people I want to be my mentors, all of that. And for a long time, I struggled with that. And when I was a struggling entrepreneur, not making any money, that was ultimately what my problem was. I didn't know who my people were, so I didn't know how to talk to them and engage with them, etc. Once I found my people and really got to the point that I was, hanging out with my people, this was no longer a problem for me. I don't have any inclination to do fake engagement because I get to go and hang out with people that I really want to be around day in and day out. I mean, when I'm engaging with my fans, well, these are people that I enjoy. We have things in common. We want to talk about common things. We have this kind of connection. The same thing with my peers. When I'm talking to peers, guess what? It's people I like. It's people that I want to be around. It's people that I enjoy talking with and spending time around. And obviously the same thing with mentors. And because of that, I literally do not have any inclination to do the fake engagement stuff anymore. Now, would I like to have more Instagram followers? Of course I would. Everybody would. But the reality is that I recognize that followers who I get by randomly following people who follow other people and who then are going to follow me back, those aren't the people who I'm going to enjoy spending time with necessarily. Maybe they are, but if my goal is just to get followers, then that's not going to be the way to actually kind of get the people who I really want to see, the stuff they post on Instagram, or I really want to learn from them, or I really want to see their stories. And so it's kind of, the fake engagement that we see a lot of in the space, I think, is because people haven't yet figured out who they really want to be with. And this is kind of one of the things that I teach. It goes back to one of my core principles of business should be fun, which is that you really need to like the people that you serve, the people who are your peers, and the people who will be your mentors. If you are in a space and you don't like those people, you're probably in the wrong space. Sorry, not sorry. I mean, I could try to tell you that, it's not a problem, but I honestly think it is. Because if you are not around people you actually enjoy and people you want to spend time with, you're not going to do the work of building connections, of having a good time. It's going to be a slog. And so you're not going to show up. On the other hand, when you find your people, when you find a space, a niche where you really enjoy hanging out with people, where you have things in common with them, where you like talking about the things that, maybe they're struggling with, and you actually enjoy doing that and it kind of lights you up, and the same with your peers and the same with your mentors, guess what? You're going to show up, and you're going to show up all the time. And I say this and people think it's cliche or whatever, but I honestly, now that I have found my people, I go to work every day, or I come to work every day, whatever you want to say, and I feel like I'm just hanging out and playing with friends. That's kind of what I feel like I'm doing. I mean, I feel like I'm having as much fun as my kindergarten daughter who is going to kindergarten and hanging out with friends and going to recess and things like that, because I'm just spending time with my people. And so, what I would encourage you to do is to find your people. When you find your people, the people that you enjoy, that you want to serve, that you want to talk about things, what they're talking about, that's when things will start to be successful. And so I thought about that both because of the fake engagement and my, I don't know, maybe it's my soapbox moment on my podcast that's coming out tomorrow about fake engagement, but also because I'm a little more than a week. I think I'm 8 days from flying out to San Diego for a couple of events with online entrepreneurs. And I thought about the fact that, to me, this is just going to be, I'm going to be there for about 10 days. And it's going to be 10 days of fun for me because I get to hang out with my people. And so I wanted to come in here and just suggest to you that you could make so much headway in your business if you would just make sure that you are spending time and finding your people. Once you found them, life is easy and life is good. So that's all for today. I'll see you again later. I'll be back next week on Monday, and I may pop in here once before then as well. But until then, I would encourage you, go out, find your people, find the people you want to serve, the people you want to talk to, the people you want to be around. And if you make that your business, you will be in good shape.